and welcome to From the Horsebox.
I'm Claire.
And I'm Kate. Together we thought it'd be fun to do a podcast on the Wynnstay Hunt Race 2021. It is run behind closed doors, but you can now join in, so sit back and enjoy.
Team chasers, we are told, are speedy on their feet, quick thinkers and tough, with plenty of stamina. So it is easy to see why we have chosen our guests for this episode.
So let's welcome joint organiser and competitor Tommy Gilruth to get us warmed up. Please can you tell us how the course has been planned for this year's special circumstances?
Great. The course, it's about 3.5 miles, 100% grass, all grass fields. It's very jumpable. There's 21 nice fly hedges in there. The start and finish are up behind Manor Farm. The course has been designed, it's a right-handed course following the line through the Stockton Dingle and then back round to Manor Farm. So it's last year's but slightly in reverse, so to speak.
Oh, what a pity we can't all come and watch. But how many entries do you have, Tom, and who are the ones to watch this year?
At the moment, the field stands at 20. The ones to watch are myself, of course, because I'm
Absolutely.
certainly for the heavyweight section. I suspect the some of the outsiders, maybe Rowan Cope, he's always a sure bet, one to watch. From the Wynnstay field, I suspect James Thompson's in with a shout. Certainly, I've been training with him, so he's on top form.
He's
his horse.
Your wingman.
Tell us about women to men.
The ratio, there's 15 gents entered and 5 ladies. Yeah, and there's 3 Wynnstay currently. Will Hutchinson-Smith, James Thompson and myself.
Very exciting. So tell us who you're riding and your previous form that you have together.
I'm riding George. He has no form. With the visitors, we have no idea who's on form and who isn't. Unfortunately, George doesn't have any form because he's a novice. But I myself have done a number of races.
Yes, you have definitely previous form.
He's been trained by myself on Saturday mornings, jumping round Dog Lane and the Greaves. He's definitely in the heavyweight section, as am I. And I suspect we will just hunt round as we do normally.
I don't believe that for a moment, Tommy.
Sounds perfect. And has Emily been training you at all?
Emily's certainly helped, and the girls in the yard have definitely kept George ticking over this season. But I suspect Emily's been helping with Chippy rather more, who James Thompson rides.
What are your race tactics?
Well, as ever, I'll be warming up, thinking about hedges that are coming, and I'll be imagine that I'm out for a day's trail hunting and what it will be like to be led away for the first trail. I will allow the thrusters and the leaders to take charge, and my tactic, I'm particularly worried about 1 or 2 of the hedges, and I will be waiting, hanging back, letting the chargers take the lead, and I'll be looking for a gap for George and I to get through. If there is no gap, we'll just have to sit tight, kick on and hope for the best.
I don't believe a word of it.
But as we go round, I mean, the ground is drying, but I mean, George will just have to take it steady on the banks. I shall just cruise round in my own time.
And we all hope everybody comes home safely. That's the aim of everything, isn't it?
That's the main thing, yeah.
So the Wynnstay is the first hunt ride to take place following the lifting of restrictions, sadly with no spectators. How have you managed?
A ride has been organised within the COVID guidelines. The organisers, the helpers, the stewards will be tracked and traced, and hands, face, space applies in all cases. Personally speaking, I'll be able to keep plenty of distance from the other competitors as we hunt round at the back. Can I just say it's great to be out of the starting blocks within the restrictions, and say thank you to the organisers, to the host, Lord and Lady Daresbury, the organisers, Shirley Carter, Hunt Chairman Jonathan Turner, Jonathan Clark for organising the course, and all the other helpers that will help on the day, Ginny and Chris and all the others that will contribute. Thank you.
Marvellous. Well, from the Horsebox, wish you the best of luck, do you, yes. George?
Thank you very much.
Next, we welcome Will Fox Grant, who's returned to the Wynnstay for a 2nd, 3rd, 4th ride round our hedges. We remember his lovely horse, Ferrari, who won this race twice. Now, which horse have you brought this year, Will?
I've brought one called One Cool King. I had entered 2, but I brought this one because I've told the grounds, top of the ground type ground, which is unusual for the Wynnstay.
Unusual for the Wynnstay. Good. Well, it looks a lovely little thing, I'm sure. And we were just saying with Tom previously that this is the first of the rides after the restrictions allowing organised sport. Are things starting up again in the team chase world? And do you have to be given lots of instructions? It's all very strict behind closed doors.
Yes, so the same as you guys are doing, drivers and grooms. Good.
It's nice to be getting going again. Every ounce in weight is a length in a competition, I remember you saying. But without giving any secrets away, is there anything you can do which gives the team chaser the extra advantage?
Sadly, no. Sadly, us team chasers are probably a few pounds too many. That is totally true. Every pound is a horse length, and I often lose them by 5 or 6 lengths or even less. Sadly, as the age goes by, I've put a few extra pounds on. In fact, lockdown has not been good.
You are quite a hardy bunch, aren't you? What sets you apart from the pointers or the trail hunters?
I think the only advantage team chasers have got is that we are barking mad. Yes, I think it's a lot of camaraderie, a lot of us like bringing on young horses, and it's a really good community. We all stick together. I know we're very competitive on the day, but we help each other.
What tips can you give us about looking after your horse for a competition?
For team chasing and a hunt ride, they are slightly different things, but you've got to have obviously you need to. I like to get them and spend 2 or 3 years making them, so you need to be sure that if you point them at a jump or something, they'll jump it. But in terms of sort of looking after them, yeah, the trick is not to do too much. So getting the right feed. So this new one is quite tricky. It's quite hot, so you've got to just temper back the food. It's getting the right balance of food, not too much energy. So it is a trick, and it takes you a while to learn the horse. The art of each horse, really.
So who are your main rivals tomorrow in the race?
Well, there's a fantastic entry. I've just got the list in front of me here. Certainly, I'd say Dougie White, he's up from the Beaufort. He's won a few of these before. And then the other one would be Rowan Cope, is over from the Quorn. He's one of the masters over there. He's in it. You've got a fantastic spread of entries from all over the country.
Your horse box takes you everywhere. There is a team chase. Does this help you in your property business?
Yes, I'm not the sort of person to hide things under a bushel. So my horse box is plastered with Fox Grant logos all over the side. And in fact, on the way up today, I got a bit low on fuel, so I pulled into a petrol station about half an hour away below, or somewhere near, I don't know where it was, near Newport. And so a gentleman walked up to me who happened to be your hunt chairman and said, how long's it taken you? So it took me about 3.5 hours to get here. But yes, I mean, it does. I definitely win business from it, because people often come up after the event and say, oh, could I have a word? And I always think they're going to make a complaint or something about me. But often they'll say, oh, can I ring you on Monday?
It makes you a lot of friends.
Well, hopefully. I must do some careful overtaking.
It has been great to get the lowdown from you, Will. You're a central figure in the world of team chasing, and we will be cheering you on tomorrow.
Race day, Saturday the 3rd of April. 23 starters lined up, with Rowan Cope from the Quorn leading from the start to a very exciting finish. Second was Becky Smith from the Fernie, who also claimed the novice, first lady and under-25 prizes. Dougie White from the Beaufort finished third, also being the first farmer. James Thompson was the first of the 5 Wynnstay starters. Well done to all competitors. I'm now handing over to Claire, at the finish line.
Welcome to race day. I'm a track and trace helper talking to Rowan, who's just won the race today. How did it go for you?
Foot perfect. He led from the start and never headed, although the girl put up a good performance after the last and was probably closing to the line, but he was always doing enough, which was,
It was
brilliant.
fantastic to watch.
He's 12 years old. That was the third time he's won it here, and he's just a complete credit to himself. He jumped brilliantly.
And this is Arthur.
This is Arthur, yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Dougie, well done. Did you have a good ride?
I had a great spin, thanks. Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
And how did you find the course?
Oh, it was a really nice course. Yeah, perfect ground, nice fences.
Just speaking to James about the race, how did it go, James?
Oh, it was fantastic, thank you. Yeah, it was almost as good as a proper day's hunting, but good ground. Horse went fantastically. Yeah, it was really good fun.
Congratulations.
Really good fun.
Well done, Will. How did the race go?
Yeah, really good. Cruz, my horse, is absolutely superb. He just flew everything. So, it was a perfect race for him. And, great first ride for me.
Tom?
It was great.
Well done.
Stuck to my plan.
Well done.
And ended up hunting round at the back, keeping my social distance.
I saw you at the road crossing. I'm a track and trace helper, and you were fantastic.
It
you
was
and
great
George.
fun. Thank you.
So, Will, well done. How did it go?
Well, I came towards the back just because I had brake issues, but no, it jumped beautifully. But yeah.
What about the timber?
Timber? Yeah, no, I was fine at that. He's just an unusual jumper. I've just got to learn how he goes.
And finally, we have tracked down Tessa Dollar, the only Wynnstay lady to compete and complete. How was it for you and Frankie, Tess?
Well, I'm absolutely thrilled to say that we've finished it. He's sound, and so am I. It was quite a shaky build-up. 2 weeks out, I decided that I had a confidence crisis of enormously vast proportions, and I didn't want to even jump a fence, let alone even to enter the hunt ride. But it was a huge dilemma, and I have to obviously give heartfelt gratitude to my wonderfully good friends who helped me get to the start line. And then it was really down to me and my special little person to just keep plugging away and jumping fence by fence. It was a very slow, very deliberate round, but we enjoyed it very, very much. It was some of the best Wynnstay country.
Thank you to everyone involved for showing us a glimpse of the green shoots of recovery, of a sporting and social life in the countryside to look forward to.
Tune in to our next episode of From the Horsebox by pushing the subscribe button when it could be you in the driving seat.